Actor Jeremy Renner, best known as Hawkeye, got involved in a snowplow accident in Utah, has surgery, and is recovering. Also, a trans got executed in prison the other day. What? No outrage? I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up, guys? Jasper Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. Hope you guys are doing well today on this Wednesday. Two things. First, Jeremy Renner, actor, Hawkeye, Marvel Universe, had an accident over the weekend. Yes, he got involved in a snowplow accident, and unfortunately, he was critically injured to the point where he had to get surgery done on his upper torso and legs. He was flown out, and he's recovering. We'll take a look at that. Also, when was the last time you heard this? Well, we just had a trans executed in prison. Never, right? Yeah, it may be a first, but let's take a look. First story comes out of Outkick. Jeremy Renner shares photo update after getting run over by a 14,000-pound snowplow.
Actor Jeremy Renner is recovering after suffering serious injuries during an accident involving a snowplow near his home in Reno, Nevada. Overnight, the two-time Oscar nominee's publicist saying that Renner suffered blunt chest trauma and orthopedic injuries and has undergone surgery. He has returned from surgery and remains in the intensive care unit in critical but stable condition.
Actor Jeremy Renner is on the mend after surviving a scary incident over the weekend when a snowplow ran him over in critical condition. Renner was reportedly operating a snowplow Sunday morning to clear the road for his neighbors near Mount Rose Highway when the Hawkeye actor stepped out of the machine. And normally when you step out of those snowplows, it's almost like a kill switch. I think it's built into the seat that as soon as you get up, automatically the machine shuts off. It didn't. It struck him and rolled down a downward path. The Washoe County Sheriff's Office was alerted to dramatic injury and sent out an airlift to transport Renner to a local hospital. As reported on Outkick, Renner lost an extensive amount of blood from his leg after snowplow ran over it. Our neighbors spotted the ailing Renner and applied a tourniquet in order to quell the loss. Thankfully, Oscar-nominated actor had regained stability after undergoing 2 surgeries tending to the extended wounds Renner suffered. He posted his first update on the incident on Instagram with a photo of his wounded face with the following caption: "Thank you for all your kind words." He wrote, "Too messed up now to type, but I send my love to all." There it is. Looks a little beat up there, but it'll get better. Renner's representative relayed in a statement to the actor's health, reporting the injuries at the time in ICU Renner had faced since Sunday's incident. "We can confirm that Jeremy has suffered a blunt chest trauma and orthopedic injuries and has undergone surgery," the representative said to Deadline. "He has returned from surgery and remains in intensive care unit in critical but stable condition." Reno City Mayor Hillary Shive detailed the emergency and called the office and received Sunday morning when it all occurred. "He was helping someone stranded in the snow. He's always helping others." Now we go from that to this. This comes out of Post Millennial. Breaking: murderer who identified as trans executed in Missouri. And no outrage. I'm stunned, right? McLaughlin was convicted in 2003 for murdering his ex-girlfriend, Beverly Gunther. On Tuesday evening, trans death row inmate, quote, Amber McLaughlin, his real name is not Amber, his real name is Scott McLaughlin, was executed by lethal injection. The execution comes after attorneys for McLaughlin requested clemency from the governor. Denied. McLaughlin was convicted in 2003 for murdering his ex-girlfriend, Beverly Gunther. The two began a relationship in 2002 when McLaughlin, then going by Scott, that's his real name, is not going by, the name under which McLaughlin was tried and convicted. The two separated in 2003, and until October 27, 2003, McLaughlin was arrested and charged with breaking into Gunther's home, and Gunther subsequently filed a restraining order. According to the Associated Press, McLaughlin would appear at Gunther's office where she worked at suburban St. Louis, sometimes hiding in the building. On the night of November 20th, 2003, Gunther's neighbors called the police and she failed to return home. When officers arrived at her work, they found a broken knife handle near her car as well as a trail of blood. Prosecutors for the state argued that the physical evidence suggests that McLaughlin had forced Gunther to the ground, raping her before stabbing her repeatedly and placing her in the back of his car. The corpse was said to have been left there in the underbrush near Mississippi River the following day. McLaughlin bleached the inside of his car and eventually asked a friend to take McLaughlin to the hospital regarding mental disorder. Of course, police were informed, and McLaughlin was arrested upon arrival at the hospital. McLaughlin was charged with first-degree murder, raped, armed criminal action, excuse me. But the jury deadlocked, as allowed by Missouri law. A judge handed down the death penalty. McLaughlin's attorney has submitted a clemency application to Governor Mike Person's office, arguing that McLaughlin has suffered childhood abuse and was remorseful and had borderline intellectual disability. What was that intellectual disability? Oh, yes. McLaughlin, convicted and sentenced, remains after multiple through examinations of Missouri law. McLaughlin stalked, raped, murdered Miss Gunther. McLaughlin is a violent criminal, Parsons said in a statement. McLaughlin's Gunther's family and loved ones deserve peace. And of course, it was carried out. McLaughlin is the first person to be executed in the U.S. in 2023. First, with Jeremy Renner. Thank God. It could have been a lot worse. But they acted quickly. His friends acted quickly to quell the loss of blood in his legs. And surgery went well. And yeah, I mean, hopefully, God willing, he makes a full recovery. Then you have this guy, McLaughlin, Scott McLaughlin. I am really, really surprised that I haven't seen more things regarding this story. That you won't have the leftist woke come out and go, "Ree! How dare you execute a trans? How dare you execute a woman? How dare you?" No, I haven't heard squat about this. I saw this in my feed and I was like, this is interesting read. It's an interesting read. And yeah, there had to be someone to come to the governor's office to ask for clemency and says, yeah, the dude's a woman. And if that was brought up to the governor and the governor was like, yeah, I don't care. The dude committed murder and rape and he needs to pay. Oh, and pay he did. Funny how that when you have those who are running around on TikTok saying, I am day 55 or 5,000 of being a woman, and you can tell the guy has serious mental illness, here comes the praise. Here comes the pom-poms. But when the evidence is clear that a murder and rape has been committed, and then conveniently, well, I got disabilities, mental disabilities. I'm a woman now, so you can't execute me. Chirp, chirp, chirp. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.